Hey everyone, what's going on? It's Vic here, back with another episode of Madden 20 Rebuilds, and today we are going to be rebuilding the Denver Broncos. And this is going to be a little bit harder of the rebuild. It's like the last rebuilds because, again, a quarterback situation is a problem. If you have an X-Factor QB, rebuilds are so much easier. But this one, it's going to be very, very difficult just because the Drew Lock situation and Joe Flacco. Anyways, let's get into this rebuild. For our Commander-in-Chief, it is Drew Lock here, pretty young, rookie, obviously. Hidden development, it's probably going to be star, 22 years old, starting over Joe Flacco. Philip Lindsay, our running back, we're going to have to upgrade that. Courtland Sutton, a very, very underrated receiver, probably the most underrated receiver in the NFL. Noah Fant, a rookie tight end. Great, probably has star development as well. Nothing too impressive. Defense is our strong suit. More or less, Justin Simmons should be an X factor, and Chris Harris Jr. will be on the Chargers because I'm going to try to make these more realistic since in free agency the Chargers did sign him, but I will not be putting Derek Wolfe, one of our defensive linemen, to the Ravens because that is what happened. There was a trade like that, but I'm not going to make it insanely difficult because I don't have the rosters downloaded and I don't want to do it that way. Anyways, I'm going to be changing the schemes and rosters here if I can get over. And there it is. Probably going to do 4-6 defense because I don't know why. It always is the best defense. And I need to try to do different defenses and different offenses. Maybe that would help. But let's see how much 4-6 does. 4-6 is 92%. We'll keep that. And let's get into the trades. For our first trade, obviously Chris Harris for a 7th rounder. That's not what happened. He hit free agency and the Chargers picked him up, but I don't know how else to do this, and I don't want to download the rosters. So anyways, Chris Harris to the Chargers for a 7th round pick. Now moving on to the next pick, Jerome Baker and a 1st round pick, projected first pick in the draft for a right guard, a left end, and a right tackle. Derek Wolfe is going to the Dolphins, not the Ravens. Our next pick, 3 average players for a Cardinals 1st round pick. And a defensive tackle, a kicker, and a halfback for the Dolphins 1st round pick. Now, I did not show this on camera because I skipped too fast to record it, and it did not give me enough time to speak, but we got SAQUON Barkley from the Giants. I don't remember the exact trade details, but we got him. Just to let you know, Philip Lindsay will no longer be here. Trading 3 average players for Calais Campbell. This will wreak havoc in the backfield. I expect a lot of sacks from Von Miller and Calais Campbell. This game is totally broken. Now, this is the team. Offensive line is basically stripped. We can pick that up in the draft because they were being paid way too much and they all kind of sucked anyways. But superstar X Factor running back, and I know Calais Campbell is on the Ravens right now. I am a Ravens fan, big Ravens fan. Have a Ray Rice jersey, Joe Flacco, Alex Collins. Sadly, he dipped out as soon as I got his jersey. But Kareem Jackson here is 87 overall, yet 31 in normal development. Anyways, let's get into the midseason mark. Into the midseason mark, we have a breakout player, and I believe that is Courtland Sutton. And our record is not so hot. Okay, 2-5. Sorry, I had a little bit of burp there. But Courtland Sutton, wait, no, it's not Courtland Sutton. That's Deshaun Hamilton. He has a breakout challenge. We're probably going to skip over that right now. Maybe at the end of the season he'll get it. But Justin Simmons is here to be upgraded. And I also have auto progression on. And Justin Simmons did get universal coverage, and he has pick artist, which is great. 2 superstar abilities. I think he should be an X Factor, though. Justin Simmons needs to be resigned. Sorry if I'm talking really fast and I'm lisping over everything, but I just need to get through this at the same time because I'm kind of in a hurry, but that won't help anything. I hope you guys are really enjoying the series, and none of these players here really want to re-sign. Kicker there, the computer probably signed him. But anyways, let's get to the playoffs. Probably will not make the playoffs, and I won't be surprised. Into the playoffs. Surprise, surprise, not so much. We didn't make the playoffs. But anyways, it's time to look at the stats. And here at the stats, Drew Lock did not have the hottest season. Offense definitely did not have the hottest season. Defense did not have the hottest season. Just not a good team. Not a great team. Barkley did okay. Courtland Sutton did okay. Jerome Baker all over the field. 10 tackles for a loss, 2 sacks, 1 interception. Great stat line for him. Tackles for a loss, Calais Campbell, so much. Von Miller, 9.5. Not even double-digit sacks, which is pretty sad in my opinion. For Calais Campbell and Von Miller, that's not okay. If you guys have any good playbooks, comment them down below because I need these so bad. Anyways, it's time to get into the offseason. In the offseason, as the Cowboys beat the Chiefs in Super Bowl 54, and the Chiefs won our division as well, so that's a little bit weird. Anyways, let's see if there's anyone here we want to resign. No, I don't really think so. Maybe no. No, he wants too much money. I can pick all of these players up in free agency just for cheaper, but there was a strong safety here with star development that I think I want. Who was that? You. How much do you cost? Trey Marshall, 24 years old. Yeah, I'll sign you to a huge extension because you cost literally nothing and you have star development, so why not? Anyways, it is time to get into free agency. After free agency, as you can see, our new commander-in-chief is Drew Brees. I know he's super old, probably going to retire after this year, but it's okay. As we got Antonio Brown, Deshaun Hamilton did get his development upgrade, and apparently we don't have an existent defensive tackle. Sorry, I stuttered so much right there, but we also got Kendall Fuller, and I don't know why the defensive tackle isn't there. I stuttered over that because I'm just so confused. But anyways, this team is great. Defensive line, it's not amazing, but defensive line really only needs one big pass rusher. I've done a lot of rebuilds, and I know it's not that huge of a factor. Anyways, after the draft, definitely improved on the offensive line. Left tackle, looking great. Defensive-wise, defensive line has been upgraded. Even though I did just say it doesn't matter that much, I was just choosing best player available. I'm probably not going to resign them because defensive ends cost so much in this game. If you have one great pass rusher, that's all you really need. But anyways, time to get into the midseason mark. At the midseason mark, we are 2-6. Perfect. It's going to be one of those rebuilds, guys. But, as we are not the worst in the division, we are second, I believe that was. But gonna upgrade some players, upgrade some coach XP, get into some contracts here. Calais Campbell is our biggest need. Calais Campbell first is 2 years will do. Don't want to give you too much because you are regressing. He wants more salary, I'll get that later. But no one else here is someone I want. Jake Butt, tight end. Pretty successful. KENDALL, BECKWITH, I got from the Buccaneers, but I'm not going to resign him. Anyways, let's get into the end. I said let's get into the end, but that's my problem. I meant let's get into the playoffs here, and the Chiefs just dominated our division once again. We are finishing 6-10. Drew Brees had an okay season, but for an X factor, not so much. Our defense was middle of the road, nothing special. And Drew Brees didn't have a special season. Barkley had okay. Antonio Brown had over 1,000 yards. Jerome Baker with a lot more tackles than last year. Von Miller did great. Calais Campbell did great, but still not double-digit sacks. Nothing I'm impressed with. 0 defensive touchdowns. Anyways, nothing too special. It is time to get into the offseason. In the offseason, we have players to negotiate here with, but I don't think I want to negotiate with any of them. Yeah, Jake Butt, Kendall Beckwith. Yeah, I don't need any of these guys. So I'll probably just do free agency and show you guys the team. I never really show free agency because it takes too much time up on the video and I don't really want to commentate on it. But, yeah. Anyways, let's get into free agency. After free agency, this is what the team is looking like. On offense, nothing special, nothing at all, I don't think. I don't think we signed anything on offense and nothing on defense, but we did actually get Jerome Baker to superstar development, and we did get Marshawn Lattimore. Sorry, this recording, I made this recording, I think, 3 days ago. I don't really remember what happened. I had to think about it, and now I'm commentating on it. But anyways, guys, let's get into the draft. After the draft, this is what the team looks like. Offensive line has been improved. Running back, we have a second string. Pretty overall great team. Another defensive tackle since Calais Campbell retired. Another middle linebacker for Jerome Baker's backup. Great team, many X factors. We just need to perform. I don't know if it's the playbooks, but anyways, it is time to get into the midseason mark. Into the midseason mark, we are 4-3, the best we've had at a midseason mark. We are improving. Time to upgrade the players, as Von Miller is the biggest contract right now, but let's go spend some Coach XP first. Spending Coach XP, I'm surprised we haven't got expert scouting and weekly training boosted yet. That doesn't really matter. In the division, we are third. That's a very highly contested division with the Raiders and Chargers in front of us. And Von Miller is here at Courtland Sutton, Antonio Brown, Jerome Baker. This is going to suck. Antonio Brown wants too much money. He's not staying. Jerome Baker is definitely staying. Going from normal development to superstar development. Great player. Definitely want him back. He resigns. Deshaun Hamilton, how much do you want? I could give him that. I wouldn't be... Yeah, okay, he accepts it. Not too mad about that. I'm not going to re-sign you, I don't really think. Do I? No, I don't need you. Antonio Brown not going to re-sign. Courtland Sutton is a definite re-sign. The most underrated receiver in the NFL right now. Great. And Von Miller, 2 years, yeah, I can do that. Yep, he accepts. Anyways, it's time to get into the playoffs, if we can, please. And we do not get into the playoffs. That's pretty frustrating. But 6-10, another season. We took a huge dip off the edge. And our defense performed great. Offense just not there again. Again, it's because quarterback, if you don't really have a superstar X-Factor quarterback, it really, really does not help. Having a superstar X-Factor quarterback really helps. But again, Jerome Baker with the most tackles. Von Miller with the most tackles for a loss. Again, not in double-digit sacks. No safeties. And no defensive touchdowns. Anyways, we're going to look at the awards because I have to see who won this. Probably. I don't usually do this. I just want to see real quick who did win some awards because I'm looking for someone in particular. Where is it? There it is. SAQUON Barkley with an insane season. That's what I was looking for. Because he did have a great season. The stats did show it. I don't know why I brain farted on that, but that's who I was looking for. Anyways, time to get into the offseason. This will be our final offseason as Antonio Brown is an 80 overall and wants a lot of money, which we're probably not going to give him, but if he only wants that much, maybe... I don't really know. Take it down a little bit more. If he accepts that, sure. Okay, go play for a new team, Antonio Brown, because, yeah, I'm not tagging you for $18 million. I'm good. Anyways, let's get into the draft. I previously said let's get into the draft, but that is not what I meant. I meant to say let's get into free agency because that is what we are here to do right now. And as you can see, this secondary is stacked. Justin Simmons, Kendall Fuller, Chibiye Awuzie, Marshawn Lattimore. And I'm going to put Richard Sherman at strong safety to make this secondary even more stacked. This is a lockdown secondary. I understand Richard Sherman got extremely burnt by Tyreek Hill in the Super Bowl, but that's okay because this is an insane team. I understand sacks are lackluster, but it shouldn't be with Bradley Chubb and Von Miller. This is an insane team. And Madden Sim, please, Madden Sim gods, please just be on my side for this fourth and final season. Anyways, let's get into this draft. Now, after the draft, we have SAQUON here. Obviously, we have a tight end at fullback. I just picked him because he was best player available because this team doesn't really need anything other than that end that I just got as well. This team literally doesn't need anything other than to just perform. Sounds similar? Cough, cough. The Browns. They just have everything but need to perform. Anyways, let's change the scheme so that way we're in the best situation to win. Run and shoot. Offense is good and defense. We choose 4-3 under. That's good as well. Please, Madden Sim gods, take me to the midseason and let me be happy. At the midseason mark, we're 3-4. I am not happy, Madden Sim gods. You are making my viewers upset that I cannot perform, and you're embarrassing me. Anyways, we have Barkley to re-sign, and this is the fourth and final season, so I don't know why I'm doing this, but I'll do it anyways. And just to show you how screwed we are on cap, Drew Lock needs to be re-signed, which is going to be a huge, huge issue because he is going to take up a lot of cap. But I can even resign him. Look at that. There's nothing I can do for that. We're just going to upgrade some players, sim to the midseason, and hope for the best, man. Because that's all we can do. But we're not simming to the midseason, the playoffs. That's my bad. Anyways, let's sim to the playoffs. At the playoffs end, we did make it. 9-7 Jets, 8-7-1 Broncos. We did terrible. I'll take it. And we won the division. Imagine having a trash division. Cough, cough. I think it's the NFC East, which is the Cowboys, Redskins, Giants, and Eagles. Yeah, terrible. Terrible division. Anyways, let's look at these stats. Barkley had an okay season. Nothing insane, but 4.7 averaging per carry is good. Jerome Baker, great. Von Miller, great. Finally, double-digit sacks, but just barely, and that's only by Von Miller. Not very many interceptions. Safeties, none. Defensive touchdowns, none. Okay, let's finally get into this playoff matchup with the Jets. And if we lose again and again, I'm so sorry, guys. We finally just need a team with an elite quarterback. But life without Chris Harris Jr., it's not that bad. Not that bad because our secondary is stacked. Please, we need to win this. I'm going to hop into it, show a little bit of highlights maybe. If there's not any highlights, then that's going to suck for you guys. I'm sorry that it had to be this way, but God, this was a painful rebuild. Just painful to watch, painful to see. Probably just going to play the moments, just going to skip throughout them. And I will show you guys the final outcome. See ya. As you can see, this game is coming down to the very, very last play. And do we get it? No. Of course we don't get it in overtime. That sucks. I'm so sorry I could not deliver you guys even a playoff win in this rebuild. Though this video was only 17 minutes and 20 seconds. So if you guys could just comment on how I could improve, or comment a playbook that I could use. I don't want you to subscribe. I don't want you to like, because I obviously don't deserve that if I can't even get a playoff win, just like the Browns. Anyways, I will see y'all in the next one. Thanks for watching, and peace out.